Have you ever wondered what happens when the super rich become excessively selfish? It's a question that might have crossed your mind, especially considering the current trend of colossal wealth accumulation. The implications of such hoarding are far-reaching, influencing not only the economic landscape but the social fabric as well. It's a topic that's been simmering on society's back burner, waiting for its moment in the spotlight. To provide a comprehensive answer, it's crucial to delve into the historical role of the wealthy in Western societies. The interplay between wealth and societal influence is not a new phenomenon. It's deeply rooted in the history of Western societies. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? In the medieval times, wealth was concentrated in the hands of the few, the monarchs, the nobility, and the church. They owned the lands, levied the taxes, and set the laws. The common folk, on the other hand, were largely dependent on these wealthy elites for their survival. Then came the Industrial Revolution, a period of rapid industrial growth that marked a shift in wealth and power. Entrepreneurs, industrialists, and inventors emerged, amassing fortunes that rivaled those of the traditional nobility. These new moguls shaped the economy, influenced politics, and even dictated societal norms. Names like Rockefeller, Carnegie, and Ford became synonymous with wealth and power. Fast forward to the present day, and the landscape of wealth has evolved yet again. Today, the super rich are not just industry moguls but tech titans, hedge fund managers, and entertainment icons. Their influence permeates every aspect of our lives, from the technology we use, to the policies that govern us, and even the culture we consume, and their wealth, it's colossal. These modern-day Midases don't just have millions or billions but trillions at their disposal. Their fortunes are so vast they could fund entire nations and still have change to spare. But this wealth doesn't just sit in a vault. It's used to shape policies, sway public opinion, and even influence elections. It's a form of power, and like all power, it's capable of both great good and great harm. As history shows, the wealthy have always held significant sway over societal structures and norms, but what happens when this power is unchecked? In today's world, the concentration of wealth has reached unprecedented levels. It's as if the scales of economic balance have tipped entirely in favor of a select few, creating an almost tangible divide. These individuals, the super rich, hold an increasing portion of the world's wealth, leaving the majority to grapple with the leftovers. Recent events bear testament to this growing inequality. For instance, the latest data reveals that the world's wealthiest 1% now own almost half of the world's total wealth. That's right, half. This leaves the remaining 99% to share the other half, a rather stark disparity, wouldn't you say? And what does this mean for society at large? Quite simply, it sows seeds of imbalance. As wealth equates to power in our world, an unchecked concentration of wealth consequently leads to an unchecked concentration of power. This power, when in the hands of just a few, can lead to economic instability. After all, a system that favors the few over the many is surely not sustainable in the long term. Moreover, if these ultra-wealthy individuals use their wealth solely to serve their interests, the societal fabric risks tearing at the seams. A society where the majority struggles while a minority flourishes is not a healthy one. It's a society on the brink, teetering on the edge of a precipice. The question then arises, what happens when the super rich use their wealth to serve their interests at the expense of society? The unchecked power of the super rich, when coupled with selfish behavior, can have far-reaching consequences. When wealth becomes concentrated in the hands of a few, it can lead to stark economic inequality. The gap widens between the haves and the have-nots, creating a society where opportunities are not equally distributed. This economic imbalance can also trigger social unrest. As more people struggle to make ends meet, they may start questioning the fairness of a system that allows a select few to hoard vast fortunes. The societal fabric can fray under such tension, leading to protests, strikes, and in extreme cases, even violence. Moreover, the super rich can use their wealth to shape policies in their favor, effectively manipulating the system to ensure their wealth continues to grow. This can lead to a vicious cycle where the rich get richer while the poor get poorer. As we ponder on these implications, it's crucial to remember that wealth, power, and responsibility are deeply intertwined. And perhaps, it's time for the super rich to reconsider their role in society.